Hello everyone in the World Wide Web, Brian here. You know that old saying, time flies when you're having fun. Well, we must have been having a lot of fun this past week because you know what? It's Friday again, and we're about to have more fun because it's Fix It Friday. And today we're gonna fix and talk about Grand Battement. All right, here we are, Grand Battement. It's the end of an era. Well, sort of the end of bar, because we always do Grand Battement as the last exercise at the bar. But who knows, maybe I'll find something else I want to do at the bar. But for now, I'm gonna say this is it. All right, Grand Battement. Big kick or big beated. Big kick, large battement, big grand. So the first thing that I see in Grand Battement, to the devant, to the front, is letting that standing leg buckle or the knee bend. I'm going to do it a little more exaggerated than what I see just so you can see. Letting that knee bend. We don't want that. We want to avoid that, right? We want to keep that leg nice and straight. Standing leg stays nice and straight. We want to pull up on the quads, pulling up so legs are nice and stiff. Both legs stiff when we kick the leg to the front. Another thing I see is when we battement to the front. I'm just going to leave my arm in a second for right now. Front and then sort of releasing the working knee and then pull up. So we see this sort of pull up action like this. It's very disco. Again, we want to keep both legs pulled up the whole time. So the thigh comes in. Remember, the thigh brings the foot in. Now to the side, a couple of things I see to the side. First thing I see is pulling off the toes onto the heel. And it's easy when you have the bar to hold on to, right? But when we come into the center, and if you go onto that heel, you're gonna fall. You're gonna go towards that foot. And as I always tell my older dancers, right? That working foot is the party foot, going out and partying. And we don't want to go out to the party. We want to stay home with the nerdy foot who stays home and doesn't go out. We want to stay over here on those toes as the leg kicks to the side. Next thing I see to the side is sort of flexing the foot and then pointing the foot, because the foot is flat on the floor, right? The foot is flat on the floor. Then as we extend, we sort of leave that foot sort of kind of in the middle between flexed and in between pointed. We push down against the floor, and as soon as those toes come off the floor, they're fully stretched. So the foot is completely pointed when it comes off the floor. Those toes have to be lengthened, because remember, we lengthen the toes and we point the ankle. Another thing I see to the side a lot of the times is really initiating from the hip, which we want to avoid because we want to lead from the foot, When we go above 90, the hips will tilt a little bit, but we don't want to initiate from the hip, initiate from the foot, and the hips will go up just slightly. Anything above 90, the hips are going to tilt. One more thing I see mostly to the side is sticking the pelvis back. Sticking the pelvis back this way. Like those tilts you see people do. We don't want that in classical ballet, right? Keep the pelvis underneath. I have my arm here. Keep the pelvis underneath and avoid the tilt. And to the back, we've talked a lot about, and it's always this, it's the same thing we've talked about in dégagés, arabesque, everything we talked about to the back. We can't see what's happening back there, right? And so we go into that Arabesque line of leg out and the Bermuda Triangle of ballet out here, right? And we want it to go right behind. Leg goes right behind in battement. Right behind because the toes go in line with the spine. Of course, your leg is going to be much higher than my leg, right? My leg is low. The next thing I see is really pulling the body forward to get the leg up. We want to keep back up. The body will come forward a tiny bit, right? A tiny bit, but not a lot. We don't initiate it from the back and then get the leg up, right? We're going to use the glutes to get the leg up and leg behind. And also, we're going to avoid sticking those ribs out and leaning to get the leg up. Lean to get it up. We're going to pull that standing side up. One more thing I see to the back is relaxing the knee, the working foot. Keep the leg nice and straight. Straighten that leg. The leg should be nice and stiff and straight. So leg stays straight and the thigh brings it in. So we're not releasing the knee. I'm exaggerating so you can see it. It's not that bad. It's never that bad. We want to keep it straight. A lot of the times what I see people do is they try to really control the movement. We don't want to control it. We want to thrust it and throw it up into the air. We want to control it on the way down, but not necessarily on the way up. We want to thrust it or throw it on the way up and have it controlled on the way down. Thrust and control. Thrust, kick, and control. Thrust, kick, and control. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, let's construct a Grand Battement exercise, shall we? All right, we're going to start in the fifth position, pulling up, engaging the glutes, engaging the abdominals, keeping the spine long. We're going to prepare arms first, and we tilt the head into the bar, looking into our right hand, yeah? Then we bring the arm fifth over the head. We Battement front and close straight. Battement front and plie. Keeping the pelvis down, keeping the arches lifted in the plie. We're going to push down into the floor and go releve. Up, close susu, pressing your thighs together. We're going to put our weight on the front foot, let go of the back foot, and we're going to turn the other side right away and come down. And we do the other side right away. Battement front and close straight. Front and plie. Releve up, close susu, let go of the back foot. Bring the arm second and close. Then we're going to go to the side. We're going to go Battement, close straight, bring it front. Looking away from the bar. Battement, plie back. Brush Battement, close susu. Turn other side again and come down. Let's come down straight legs, yeah? And a side. Close front, look away from the bar. Side, plie back, look into the bar. Brush, susu. We're going to pivot on the front foot and leave the right foot back behind and face the bar. And then facing the bar, we're going to kick, we're going to Battement the right foot back first. Battement and close straight. Battement and plie, deep plie. Push the floor, down to the floor, releve, Battement, pas de bourrée. Let go of the back foot. And the back foot goes back and close straight. Back and plie. Releve, close susu, pas de bourrée. We're going to emboîter, bring that back foot front. Susu and plie. And we're done. That's a wrap. That's a wrap on one. That's a bar wrap. Hey, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch my videos. If you enjoyed the video, please consider frapping that like button. Also consider bombing that subscribe button. Also, if you know anyone who needs a laugh or needs help with their Grand Battement, why not share the video? See you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.